My boys, welcome back to a brand new video. Before we get into it, I gotta do my shout out of the day. And today's shout out goes to this guy. I asked y'all, who is your favorite incoming rookie? And since the draft is about 24 hours away, I like this guy's comment. Twitter is a place I'm at 95% of the time. If I was recording this video, I'd probably have Twitter open right now. It's just a place where I'm at, especially times like now. You know, the NBA offseason trades go down, and I follow a lot of people in NBA Twitter. Now, in NBA Twitter, there are these trends that go on that blow my mind, where people give their opinions on players. And today we're playing a game named One Gotta Go NBA Edition. My boy Levine Please, who has his own YouTube channel that I'll put in the description, had this little trend. You're gonna see pictures of NBA players, and I gotta decide. One gotta go. One gotta go. One gotta go. Duos edition. We got Steph Curry and Kevin Durant, Penny Hardaway and Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, and then Kyrie Irving and LeBron James. All right, so two of these duos got a ring, so they're safe. The Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, safe. Kyrie Irving, LeBron, safe. So it's really between Shaq and Penny and the glove and the Rain Man. And that's a little tough because with Shaq and Penny's situation, Penny got injured. I mean, they made it far one year, and then Nick Anderson missed a bunch of free throws, and then they end up losing that series. But the Gary Payton, Sean Kemp, if I remember right, they didn't get hurt with injuries or anything. They just could never get over the hump. So I guess they gotta go. One of the best defenders of all time, one of the most flashy players or fun to watch players in the Rain Man. I guess they gotta go. Again, I didn't get to see those two play live, but I did get to see Steph Curry and Kevin Durant kill this finals. I did get to see Kyrie Irving and LeBron kill last finals. Gary Payton and Sean Kemp, you gotta go. Big Three edition. The Big Three in Miami. The Big Three in Cleveland. The Big Three in OKC, and the Big Three in Golden State. Similar situation. 3 out of the 4 of these Big Threes got rings. One team that didn't was the Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook, and James Harden. Now you're probably asking me, why am I cutting 3 MVP candidates instead of something else? I'm thinking about it back when they were OKC. Back when they were OKC, James Harden was the 6th man. He was not the MVP candidate we see today. If he was still in OKC, he would probably not be an MVP candidate. Him getting his own team and developing that way, that has a lot to do with what he is right now. And then the Russell Westbrook was not the Russell Westbrook we see today. It was a younger Russell Westbrook, not the triple-double one. And even a younger Kevin Durant, not the one we see today. When the other Big Threes, 2 championships in Miami, 1 championship in Cleveland, still pending, and at least 1 championship for the Golden State Warriors since KD has come. You know, they probably got more coming because that team, I don't know how people are going to beat them in a 7-game series. So we're cutting the OKC Big Three because, yeah, they didn't win anything. This is a shout out for today's video. So you got to leave a like and comment down below what you think. One got to go. Steph Curry, Steve Nash, Allen Iverson, and Chris Paul. I'm excited to read the comments. For this one, we're just looking at their shooting ability, not them as a overall player. Klay Thompson, Steph Curry, Kyle Korver, and Ray Allen. Okay, so I know this is a younger Ray Allen, but we're talking about prime Ray Allen. No, he was still a lockdown or knockdown shooter. I think the one that's gotta be Kyle Korver, because Klay Thompson, Stephen Curry, and Ray Allen, they can create their own shots. Yes, they probably are best moving off screens, but you know they can go out and get you a bucket if you need it. You know, Kyle Korver, he's strictly, you know, running off those screens and everything. So I think he has to go just because even though we are talking shooting-wise, he is still very limited because if he's not wide open, he can't come off those screens, that he's not helping you. When Klay Thompson, he can cut, even if he's not coming off that screen, he can still pop a 3 because he can play with the ball. One gotta go. Gordon Hayward, Giannis, Paul George, and Carmelo Anthony. If one gotta go, and we're talking about today, I'm probably getting rid of Carmelo Anthony. If I was starting a team and these are my 4 options, the last guy I'm drafting is Carmelo Anthony. Partially due to him being pretty old, partially to do with I don't know if you can actually have a successful team around Carmelo Anthony as him being your best player. Giannis is still pretty young, but you know what? He led his team to the playoffs this year. Paul George is in his prime right now, and same thing with Gordon Hayward. So I take those 3 over Melo. If we're talking about long-term legacy, you know, prime Melo would definitely poop on pretty much all these dudes. But right now, Melo getting cut. Worst MVP. We got MVP D Rose. 2014, 2015 Steph Curry. And then Wes Unseld, who, yeah, that's the answer. That's pretty easy. He definitely did not deserve the MVP. In the other cases with Derrick Rose and Steph Curry, both of those MVP trophies could have went to LeBron, to be honest. But nah, Wes, we're going to look up Wes's MVP numbers, and you tell me if he deserved that MVP. He won MVP 1969. So is it this season, his rookie season, right? He averaged 14 points per game, about 20 rebounds. They didn't keep track of steals and blocks, whatever. But is that an MVP stat line? Let's take a look at this season as a whole. Just hold on, let me look up who was leading the league in scoring in 1969. Same season, we're looking at Elvin Haynes. He was averaging close to 30 points and basically the same amount of rebounds. So you tell me who deserved MVP. There's probably more candidates, but Elvin Haynes is the first one to come to mind. But let's go to the next one. Gotta go. I think we're talking about dunking wise on this one. Vince Carter, Zach LaVine, Dwight Howard, who really Atlanta said you gotta go yesterday, and then Dominique Wilkins. Easily for me, it's Dwight Howard, because in my eyes, yes, big men can dunk, obviously, but it's not as flashy because they're so big. If you see a guy that's 6'6", 6'5", like Vince Carter do a windmill, it has a bigger effect on you than if you see a guy that's 7 foot do a windmill, you know, because he doesn't have to jump that high. So one gotta go, Dwight Howard, dunking ability. You the man, you were Superman, you won a couple dunk contests, but then the little man Kryptonite came through, and he was on the Knicks then. He wasn't even on my Bulls at the time. But either way, Dwight Howard, you gotta go. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. It's a little different, but there are many trends like this on Twitter. So if y'all like this idea, let me know by leaving a like and commenting down below, and we can dabble in this a little bit more. Appreciate it. Shout out to Levine, please, for this. He gave me permission to use his Twitter. His link will be in the description. Again, he plays 2K and stuff. Pretty cool dude. So go check him out. See you guys tomorrow. Maybe with some my team, maybe a double upload if y'all nice. I forgot to say this in the video, but if you're on Twitter and you see an NBA trend that has to do with opinions, hit me up. Go ahead, at me, and maybe we'll use that for a video, and then that's another way for you to be the shout out. You feel me? Talk to y'all tomorrow.